Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Nadia and this is my husband Shami. And if you've watched previous videos or if you've subscribed, thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. But in today's video, we are going to do a Q&A. So on my Instagram, I asked my followers to ask some questions that we can answer in today's video. So let's get straight into it.
Let's go.
You ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, so the first question, the one that we got asked the most is, how did you guys meet?
You want to answer that? You answer that. You probably answer it the best anyway. So yeah, you answer it. Sorry, go on.
Okay, so in terms of how we met, we've known each other since we were teenagers. So we met when we were really young. So basically, we live in the same town. So I was with my friends, and he sort of walked past me. Didn't think much of it, and then after sort of 10-15 minutes he came up to me and my friends and started sort of asking if we're from here.
Yeah.
He was so confident. He just come up to us on his own, like left his mate.
I just want to say that's the only time I've ever done that,
Yeah.
ever, and it just happened to be the woman that I married. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know who he was interested in, but he just came up to us and started asking us just general questions like, are you guys from here? And things like that. And I'm really shy anyway, so I didn't really speak to him. One of my friends was like engaging in conversation with him, and then we just didn't think much of it. And then it's weird because I've never seen him before that time, and I didn't like people who know us, our family, our friends. When people get to know us, they just assume that we just locked eyes and fell in love and wanted to marry each other, but it wasn't actually like that. Like after that conversation, neither of us thought much of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you thought.
Nah, so it was just
It was just generally just seeing someone. He saw a group of girls and thought he'll start interrogating us.
interrogation. No.
Yeah. So basically, after that, we had this sort of school council meeting where few students from each school in the town sort of attend, and there were a few guys and girls from his school, and we exchanged. It were MSN days back then, by the way, no Instagram or Snapchat, anything like that, so we all exchanged MSN details. And then so whilst I was chatting to this group of people, there were girls and guys, one of the guys had you had that DP picture, so he was actually in his DP picture from all his friends, from all the people. He was there, and it was like a week or so after he came up to us, me and my friends. So I recognized him, and I was like, "Oh, is that your friend?" Like, this guy came up to me and my friends the other day, and he was, asking us all these questions and so talkative and things like that. So I was just I mentioned that I met him, not met him, but like we came across each other.
Yeah.
Didn't think much of it, and he was like, "Yeah, that's my boy." Blah blah blah. Started talking about how he knows him, and then what happened after that? And then he went back. His friend went back and told him, "Oh, this girl told me that you were speaking to them." And then he got my MSN from his mate, and we just started talking on MSN.
Yeah. Little bits and bats here and there, and then we kind of left it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then. Yeah. Fate
just kept bringing us back together. Every time we'd have a conversation and didn't think much of it and leave it, something would happen where he would he heard, like, I think one time you said, basically this guy asked him if
right, okay, I'll explain that story. So what happened was, I was out one day, and at this point I weren't talking to Nadia. Somebody said to me, if you go around this building, there's a gym, and there's a girl there working called Nadia. So,
bear in mind, I was not. Right. I was under the age to even have employment.
I didn't think, and no. Honestly, this is the truth. Honestly, God, it's truth. And so I thought, if it's this Nadia, then I'll just ring her up, find out, and I'll give her a number. Saves me having to walk around, easy. So I rang Nadia up and I said, "Where are you?" And she's like, "I'm at home." And I've gone, "Oh, okay, never mind. See you in a bit. Bye." Just cut the phone off. Yeah. Right. After that, she was like, "Why? Why are you asking?"
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, you were. You were ringing me. I was cutting her off. You were texting me. Honestly, it's true. It's true.
No, I didn't. I didn't ring you back.
You did?
I left it.
No. You rang me to find out why, and I was like, "Look, doesn't matter. And I kept cutting her off. She texted me. I'm like, "Look, don't worry about it. Forget it. It's ever happened." But yeah, I was just, putting the bait out there, reading it in. But it was honest to God, somebody did ask me if I could get
and then after that,
back.
we just got talking, and we've been talking since.
Yeah, 100%. So right.
So that's how we met.
Yeah. Next question.
Next question. Okay, so the next question is, how did you know he was the one and vice versa? So
You go first.
I mean, because we were really young when we met and we got talking, it wasn't sort of a priority for me to know that he's the one that I'm going to marry. So we just got on so well, and we just sort of grew up together, really. But in terms of knowing if he was the one, I had to think about this question because at the time, like I said, I wasn't thinking about it, but subconsciously, I think what made me know that he's the one is the fact that we were just both on the same page. Like, it was just so, every conversation was so easy. It just flowed naturally. We had a lot of our personalities are completely different, completely different, but I think in terms of what we want in life and what we wanted when we grew up, how we are with family, how we are in our faith, just big major things like that, we were both on the same page. So I just knew that if I was to marry this man, life would just be easy because we just get each other. And we have the same goals in life, and it's just been, alhamdulillah, it's been amazing since. So I think that's how I knew he was the one.
I think for me it was similar. It was just from when we started talking, we just got to know each other a bit more, and we never stopped talking. And it was the whole kind of, I know I feel like I'm repeating what you're saying, but it was just the whole kind of, when you set yourself goals, right, and like you set yourself, okay, so one day I will get married, and I'll have a great partner, and we'll have a house, and we'll start a family, and this, that, and the other, and I was kind of getting that vibe from you, because you wanted the same kind of thing. And then on banter, we had that same kind of level of banter, which is spot on. Which everybody needs that, and then it was just getting to know each other and just getting talking. So for me, over, I'd probably even say it didn't take long, did it? It was about 6 months, I'd say. I kind of knew that.
3 months.
Yeah, well, 3 months.
Within 3 months.
Within 3 months, I knew straight, like after 3 months, that there's something special about this girl. But yeah, so yeah, it took me 3 months.
Yeah, we were kids.
But we were young.
But within sort of 3 months, he was like, I'm gonna marry you.
Yeah, 100%. It's like
we'll see.
No, but yeah.
So the next question is, what did you study at university? Are you studying to become a lawyer? So yeah, I'm studying to become a lawyer. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, you'll know from my stories, I'm currently studying my CILEX. So that's sort of law related. So once I've passed my CILEX, I will be a chartered legal executive, which is basically a lawyer. So in terms of university, I studied law, so I have a law degree, and now I'm studying my CILEX. Shami didn't go to uni.
Right, so on my side of it was academically, I was never the best at it. My attention span's really small.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, if that. Right, so for me, like, going through school, it was just every minute of the lesson was just like, oh, it's boring. College was the same kind of thing, and I went, you know what, I'm just gonna, whatever field I go down, I'm just gonna work my way up and do it that way.
It just goes to show you don't have to have a degree to get somewhere in life.
No.
He works in the motor trade, and alhamdulillah, he's done really well. He's worked his way up. So it just shows you education's not the only route. So so the next question is, how long have you been married?
We've been married for 5 years this May.
It's just gone 5 years. It's just gone super fast.
Yeah.
Literally feels like yesterday when we got married, and yeah, it's gone fast.
Yeah, it's crazy because like it feels like yesterday we were running up and down the country, sorting out like what kind of colours we're gonna have on the wedding day, the mehendi, picking out suits, clothes. You know what I mean, and then traveling the world together and starting a family and building a house from what was pretty much a shell. And it's just gone like that. It's gone quick.
It has, guys. Enjoy married life without a baby, because it does go really fast.
It goes quick.
It's gone a lot faster since having.
Yeah. But you know what? Enjoy every last minute of it because it's amazing. Just cherish it every minute you get. Next question.
Next question is, what do you both work as in your job? So we've kind of answered that. I'm working in the legal sector,
and I work within the motor trade.
Okay, this one is asking advice on getting through relationship troubles.
Good question.
We got quite a few advice questions actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you advise?
For a relationship, it depends on what it is. I mean, it
Hmm.
could be anything in it. If your husband don't brush his teeth, then that's a different subject altogether. You know what I mean? That's like put mouthwash in his coffee or something. No, if it's relationship troubles, normally it stems from communication. If you communicate, you're all right. But it's got to be a two-way agreement. You can't be the one trying to do the compromising and have the conversation while the other person's just point blank not listening.
Yeah.
A relationship, it takes two people to work at something. Because for all you know, you could be in the wrong, but you just don't. You know what I mean? So you don't know. You don't know until you speak and get the other person's point of view. You'd never know.
Yeah.
Any advice from you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It just depends on what sort of troubles it is that you're having. If it's something between you two, then communicate to one another, tell each other how you're feeling, what's causing the trouble, and then work at it to try and resolve the situation. But if it's something that, if the other person knows what's causing the trouble, but they're just not willing to put in the work or resolve it, then it's not going to work. It needs to be from both sides.
Yeah, that's the whole part of a marriage. It's two people, and it's a partnership. So you've both got to work at it, and a relationship is never an easy thing. Especially like me and Nadia as well. Like we're two different personalities. You've got to work at it together to get to that end goal.
That's right.
Yeah, is that good? Is that good advice? Yeah. Well done, all right. Check me out.
You can be a marriage counsellor now.
I know. Leave them in the comments below, guys, and I'll make a video on it, helping you guys out.
So next question is, Assalamu alaikum, hope you're all well. Do you ever miss single life and hardest thing about marriage?
Oh, alaikum assalam.
Alaikum salam.
Do you want to go first?
Do you miss single life?
No, I don't actually.
Do you know?
No, because like for me, I feel like I lived a single life and that was all good. But once I got married, it was like the partnership and the friendship, and it was about getting to that kind of goal that I set, like about starting a family and everything else. So no, I don't. I've lived that side of it. This is the side that I prefer. This part of my life has always been better since we've been married, just because like we've got to, like, I mean, we travel the world and did everything together, and like we're like best mates. So it's yeah. So no, I don't miss being single or living a single life.
Yeah, I don't miss a single. I mean, I didn't really have much of a life before marriage.
Yeah, she was in a box all the time, so it's different.
Working, studying. I mean, even now that we're married, we still have our social life. We have our friends that we go to see, like away from each other. I mean, most of our friends are, we have the same friends because we've known each other since we were young. And my friends, sort of other halves, are his friends, and we just get on. And it's actually a lot better than single life. So no, I don't miss it either.
Was there another question to that?
Most difficult thing about marriage?
I'll let you answer it. Let you answer that, and I'll think of something.
Most difficult thing about marriage?
Not cleaning up after myself.
Yeah.
No?
I like how you answered that for me. Yeah, probably.
I mean, I'm really easy to live with. I think I am anyway. But
no, yeah, there's not much. I mean, in the initial stages, there's a lot of teething problems because you actually get to know the person more when you live with them. But nothing major really, just the small sort of pick up after yourself, clean up after yourself, but with time that just gets better.
Yeah.
So yeah, what about you? Most difficult thing about marriage?
Difficult thing, stubbornness, I think, and it comes from both our parts because we're both quite stubborn. So if we have a falling out, we'll, you know what I mean, we'll just like, I'm not sorting it out. It's therefore, like Nadia had this whole kind of, he should know what he's done wrong, and I'm a bit like, I don't know what your problem is. I can't be asked. So that thing didn't work too well. But
yeah, I think we're just
over time now. We just literally have a face on for about 5 or 10 minutes. I'll pull a stupid face at her. She'll pull a stupid face at me, and then before you know it, we're all right again after we spoke about it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're just two big personalities, and we can clash.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
With time, you just learn to adapt.
It's friendship. It's partnership. You got to make it work. Right. Next question.
Who chose the name Isaiah and why? So I chose the name Isaiah. Basically, when I was pregnant, I was convinced I'm having a girl. Shami thought we're having a boy.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Just put in there. So I've got my dad's. There's 3 brothers.
Yeah.
Mine. There's 4 brothers, and I have 2 nephews. So I thought Isaiah's gonna be a boy. Not too
Yeah, I
worried
guess
about
there
it.
was no girls in his sort of family tree for a while, and he just thought it's a boy. I was convinced it's a girl. I just don't know why I had this strong feeling that it's going to be a girl. And then on our first scan, Isaiah's scan and my niece Amira's scan were pretty much identical. So when I saw the first scan, I was like, yep, definitely having a girl. We're going to have a mini Amira. And then on our gender reveal, we found out it's a boy. Now, we had a girl name picked out, but we didn't have a name for a boy. So sort of week after our gender reveal, we was like, okay, we need a boy's name now. And then Shami came up with the name Ayan, which
yeah.
I liked, but I did know a lot of people who named the kid Ayan, and I just thought I've just heard it too much. So I said, okay, well, we'll go with Ayan, but we'll still look for a name to see if we find anything else. And then, I mean, Shami used to call my bump Ayan and Yanni.
Don't tell him that. I don't need to know them
Is
bits.
that too mushy?
Yeah.
So he was pretty much set on the name. And then, so yeah, basically after the gender reveal, you know how you like something happens or you say something around your phone and ads just pop up on your phone or something to do with what you've...
Ads on your phone?
Yeah, it happened.
Oh, okay.
Guys, comment down below if you've said something around your phone or something's happened and all of a sudden your phone sort of shows you ads of something.
This is like a proper Illuminati thing, isn't it?
No, it's not. It happened. Honestly, it happened.
Okay.
Guys, comment down below if that's happened to you. But basically, after my gender reveal, all these cute boys were popping up, baby boys were popping up on my explore page on Instagram. And there was this one picture that I clicked on, and it was like an announcement picture for a baby boy, and it said sort of like, welcome to the world, and it said Isaiah, but it didn't have an apostrophe after the I, so I read it, but I couldn't pronounce it properly. I just thought Isaiah. I didn't even try to pronounce it, but I saw that, didn't think much of it, and then after like a week or so, the same page popped up on my story, but it was a video. So I clicked on it, and the woman was speaking in French, so she was French, and I didn't understand what she was saying, but the only thing I understood was Isaiah. And when she said it and I heard it, I was like, oh, that's a really nice name.
Yeah.
Like, I like that name. So then but I didn't think Shami would like it, but I said to him, oh, well, what about the name Isaiah? So he looked it up and he thought, it's a good name. It's a religious name. It's a good name. So yeah, that's when we decided we'll keep it.
Yeah.
I mean, family still can't pronounce his name
Yeah,
properly.
my mum can't. Your brothers can't.
Okay, so the next question is how to tell parents I have someone to marry. I'm 23 and the youngest from siblings. Okay.
Culturally, right, they would normally want the oldest one to marry first, and then obviously go down that way. I don't personally agree with it. I would suggest pick out the family member, like brother, sister, or parent that you can actually kind of have that conversation with. Yeah. So like mum, if you're closer to your mum. Yeah. In a roundabout way, kind of have that conversation to try to help you with it.
Yeah. It's unfair to have to wait for, your siblings to get married first. If they're not ready, marriage and age shouldn't really go hand in hand, because you could be in your 30s and not be ready, and you could be as young as 23 like you are and be ready. I mean, I don't think 23 is that young. I mean, we got married at 23.
Yeah.
We got engaged at 21 and married at 23. So I would see if you can speak to your siblings, because if they are the ones who are not ready, it might come better from them if they say to your parents, look, I'm not ready to get married in life, I've not found anyone, or whatever the reason may be. However, he or she is ready. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy actually. So it's a girl. So so your siblings could possibly say, I'm not ready, mum and dad, but however she is, so why should she be stopped from living her life? I mean, religiously, the quicker, once you feel like you've found the right person, the quicker you get married, the better. So maybe explain from a religious point of view that they shouldn't follow the cultural norm of eldest sibling first, and just allow you to get married and enjoy your life. So inshallah, I hope it goes well for you. But I'd probably try and get your elder siblings involved, or speak to your parents from that religious point of view to say, look, I understand you do want the eldest to get married first, but they're not ready, so why should my life be put on hold because of that?
Yeah. All right, cool. Next question.
Can you do a house tour, please? I got quite a few people asking for a house tour. I have recorded a full sort of house clean with me video, so you'll get to see our house in that one. So I'll probably put that up soon. I just need to edit it. When did you know it was a good time getting married? Basically for me, I didn't want to get married whilst I was just busy with work and studies. I was literally up at early morning, uni, straight to work, finish work late, come home, literally have enough time to eat, shower and sleep.
Yeah.
And then when my studies finished, I was like, actually, I want to spend more time with my family, because even though they only live around the corner, they're not that far, it's a few minutes drive, I don't get to see them much. You just get busy with life and work, and now with Isaiah. So I can literally count on one hand how many times I've had a sleepover at my parents since getting married. So I knew life's not going to be the same. And I just wanted to spend that time with my family, and they were the same. Like my parents were like, you know, we understand you want to get engaged, and so that he can come to the graduation and things like that, but we haven't really spent time with you. And they were sort of glad that I wasn't, I mean, if I said I want to get married, they'd still be happy and accepting of that decision when we got engaged at 21. But I just, we were both in agreement, me and my family, that I want to spend more time with them and, you know, plan the wedding properly. But I guess everyone's different. If you want to get married at a younger age and you know I knew it's the right person, I just didn't want to get married at that time in my life.
Yeah, give 100%, I guess.
Yeah.
That next question?
No, you've got to answer it. How did you know it was the right time to get married?
After 3 months, I'm joking. I'm joking. Get all soppy and that.
It'd be illegal for us to get married that young.
Nah, it's because like for me, it's I've always kind of relied on Nadia, right, to a certain degree, whether it be support, advice, and I think the time to get married, it was just, again, it was about spending time with family and planning stuff right, because we wanted the wedding a certain way.
Yeah.
So we wanted to just obviously get engaged, and so as soon as Nadia like graduated that night, we got engaged. Yeah. So we were kind of planned it out, we was all happy with it, and we wanted to make sure that we could be together for when we were planning it, but also getting to know the families and stuff like that as well, which was very important to us.
But I mean, if it was up to Shami, I think you only probably waited because of me.
Yeah,
if
of course,
I said let's get married now
of course.
19, 20, 21, I'm sure, I mean, would you be alright with that?
19, 20, 21? Yeah, of course I would have been. Yeah, I had already made my mind up. It was
more me, because I was like, literally from the age of 16, I've been working, studying, not seeing family much. I mean, even summer holidays when I wasn't studying, I'd be working double shifts. So I just wanted that time with my family, and I'm glad I did that, because it was a good 2 years.
Yeah.
And you have time for one another after marriage.
100% for the rest of your life.
But obviously, bearing in mind to keep it halal, because with us, even though we were engaged, we weren't really meeting up. It was more of like a long distance relationship. Majority was all over the phone. If we did meet, it would be in public, or so with a family member.
Yeah, or we'd have like friends and stuff like that. It would never really be alone kind of thing. So it was, try to keep it 100%. What's that meme thing that's about? Might keep it 100% halal. Yeah, you've seen it.
Yeah, I mean, if you are ready for marriage and you want to be, you know, you want to live together or whatever it may be, then I guess that's when you know it's time to get married a bit sooner. But for us, it was more, we were just best of friends and we wanted to wait it out. Yeah.
Right. Next question.
Okay, so we'll do one last question. Let's see. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Where do I see myself in 5 years? Okay, for me, my only thing at the minute is that I love my job, I love my career, I love what I do, right? But I do spend a lot of time at work. So what I'd want to change, and hopefully even have my own business set up doing the same kind of thing. But it's that time that I'd want that to be different in the next 5 years. I'd want to spend more time at home with my missus and with Isaiah, and just, you know what I mean, just living life. Right?
In 5 years from now, so Isaiah would be what, 6?
Yeah.
I see more babies. Shami's against having another one at the minute.
No.
We've got hands full with Isaiah, but in 5 years, I'll probably see more kids, or a kid.
Yeah.
One more kid.
Yeah. nephews and nieces and stuff. Yeah.
So yeah, inshallah, more babies. And just I think I'd still be working. I enjoy my job. But I'd probably build more on our business that we have, and just spending more time with family, traveling more. Travel's been put on a hold because of the whole pandemic.
Yeah.
So we're not being able to travel much, but inshallah in the next 5 years it'll just be enjoying life with our kids and growing our family, going on more holidays and probably moving. I don't think we'll be living here in 5 years' time.
Yeah. I think we would move out. I think we'd outgrow it.
More kids means more bedrooms, more rooms. So, yeah.
No, it's alright. We can just get rid of the walk-in wardrobe and just like bin that and just put beds in. No? Okay.
Beds? Oh, how many kids do you think
no.
How many beds do we need?
Right, okay. I'm just
inshallah,
stitch myself up.
Just be happy. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Just continue,
100%.
alhamdulillah, to stay happy and blessed.
What are you doing?
Your hands are sweaty.
I know they are. It's warm, isn't it? What are you saving?
Hey.
Right. That's about it. I think did I conclude everything? Yeah.
That's the end of the video, guys. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up. Leave some comments down below, and if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will be posting more regular content.
Yeah.
When Shami has more time off work.
No, 100%.
I'll be doing some videos too. So
yeah. So we've got a lot more planned for the next coming weeks and months. I'd say.
Yeah.
We've planned it out quite a bit. So guys, please, if you've got any suggestions, put them down in the comments below. Please don't forget to subscribe. But yeah, we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
See you later.
Bye.